Hi friends, I'm Mrs. J and welcome to The Book Escape. Today we are going to read Patrick Picklebottom and the Penny Book. This is a wonderful book about using your imagination and just all the wonderful places a book can take you. Stick around to see what Patrick Picklebottom does with his penny. Patrick Picklebottom and the Penny Book, story by Mr. J and artwork by Gary Wilkinson. Young Patrick Picklebottom, who was always so poor, only had a penny when he entered the store. He walked past the candy, some toys, and a ball to the one thing he wished he could buy most of all. Unable to purchase and resigned just to look, he longingly gazed at a dusty old book. "Would you like to buy this?" asked the elderly man. "I'd like to," said Patrick, "but I don't think I can. I've only one penny, and not one penny more." Then he hung his head low and turned toward the door. "As it happened," replied the kind-hearted gent, "this book only cost a single red cent." "Thank you so much," Patrick said to the man. Then clutching his book, he turned round and ran, anxious for home to bask in the glory of his amazing book and its incredible story. He had made it 3 blocks when he saw his friend Tom on the steps of a porch staring down at his palm. In his hands was a smartphone, and he was swiping away, but stopped for a moment to look up and say, "Hey Patrick, come here. I got this new app. It shows me new pictures each time that I tap." "Pictures of what? And why would I care?" But Tom just looked up with a frustrated glare. "There's shots from all over. There's always a bunch. Here, look, some girl posted a pic of her lunch." "How else will you know what the world is about?" Patrick looked at his book. "I guess I'll find out." He continued towards home through a park round a tree when he heard a voice call, "Hey Patrick, come and see." And he saw his friend Donna staring up at the sky, but it took him a moment to understand why. Up in the air, in the clouds, all alone, floating above them was a stealthy white drone. It veered to the left and swung toward the sun as Donna exclaimed, "See? Isn't this fun?" Looking confused, Patrick wondered aloud, "I guess it'd be neat to be up in a cloud, but when you're on the ground and you're standing real still, so I'm sorry, but I guess I just don't see the thrill." Donna looked stunned, then she said with a sigh, "The thrill is controlling machines that can fly. How else can we capture the excitement of flight?" Patrick looked at his book, and he clutched it real tight. Leaving the park and back on the run, he was close to his home as the sky lost the sun. He was at his front door with his hand on the knob when he suddenly heard his neighbor friend Bob. "Hey Patrick, you're home. Come have a look. I have a new video game, so put down that old book. It's called Monsters Clash for my Game Station 5, and I've waited 2 weeks for this game to arrive. We capture these beasts who escape from their collars." "But that game," Pat exclaimed, "costs $300. Bob replied, "How else can you battle monsters all day?" But Pat clutched his book and said, "I might have a way." Up in his room and tucked into his bed with a single small lamp aglow near his head, he read through his book, every page without fail, each chapter a story, its own separate tale. He read about kingdoms and lands far and wide, where heroes and monsters and dragons collide. He read about rockets blasting out past the moon, and as his eyes closed, he knew that real soon he'd dream of adventures, and of course there'd be many, from a book that he bought for just a single red penny. The end. I hope you enjoyed Patrick Picklebottom and the Penny Book. Come back next week and we're going to read the second Patrick Picklebottom book. It's about the longest wait. So thank you for joining me for story time, and until next time, bye friends.